Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, right here I have a Samsung Galaxy S24 from Cricket Wireless. I got this phone for $199.99 with a brand new number, so you don't have to carry over your number to get this deal. I was just randomly browsing through Cricket, and I saw that they offered this phone for $199.99 for a brand new S24, which is last year's flagship from Samsung. Um, these are top of the line phones. And for 200 bucks, you can't get a mid-range device for $200 right now. So, brand new. So you get a brand new flagship from Samsung. Might be a year old, but that doesn't mean anything. These things are, going to last you for another 4, 5, 6 years. You don't have any problems. I still have my S21 Fan Edition. It's going like 4 or 5 years already, and that phone is still a beast. And like I said, if you guys want a flagship and not spend a lot of money, I would definitely recommend it. Um, the thing about this is that when you go to Cricket, once you buy the phone through them, you get the first month, which is $60, and then after that, you can choose to stay with them. If not, you wait 6 months, and then the device will be eligible for unlock. If you go to Boost or Metro, their policy is it takes about a year before you can unlock the device. So I would definitely recommend, if you want a shorter term, go with Cricket. And I've been with Cricket for over 10 years, man. So I prefer Cricket over all the other ones. But that doesn't mean that I don't like Boost, because I also have Boost, and I got this bad boy right here, my iPhone 16e through Boost. Now it's going to take a year before this phone's actually eligible to be unlocked. But don't worry, I'll still be using it for the whole year. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this phone. And I already set everything up, but when I made my first video with the original unboxing, I ended up deleting it when I was editing. So bear with me, man. You're not going to get the unboxing experience this time, but honestly, there's not really much of an unboxing experience, because all you're going to get in the box is basically a quick start guide. You're going to get, SIM ejection tool, and you're going to get, like, let's see, you're going to get the SD slot, well, not the SD slot, but you're going to get the SIM card for the device to activate it, and it comes in a little plain black box. So the experience is not something that I would look forward to anyway. So, oh, and don't forget, it also comes with one of these bad boys right here, a Type-C cable. So these come in handy, but if you don't have a charger to plug it in, what's the point? Where you're gonna stick it in? Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the way this phone is designed. I love it. I love this form factor. I love how small it is. I love how it feels in the hands. This is what a phone should be as far as size is concerned. If you're a man and you have to carry a 6.7-inch or 6.8-inch block brick in your pocket while you're walking down the street, right? Or let's say you're driving, you're sitting in your car, and this thing is just slicing you, it's just like stabbing you in your hips, your butt, and it's annoying, right? And you're constantly trying to adjust it so that you don't sit on it or break it, right? This is why I love these smaller phones. This is a 6.2-inch. It's got a Super AMOLED. This is a dynamic AMOLED. Actually, it's a great display. I already, went through all the setups here, so I put in all my information already, and I love this phone. And then down here, you got your Type-C. Of course, you have your volume rockers up and down, and then you have your triple camera setup. So, anyways, guys, I'll be right back, and talk about it some more. All right, guys, here we go. So finally got everything installed here. Got it all set up. Got the Wi-Fi going. Everything's good. Now, one thing you're gonna notice is with this device is that the first thing I noticed when I logged in was that this phone has a lot of bloatware. It's really disappointing because this is a flagship. This is Samsung S24. And I'm not really used to Samsung having a lot of bloatware. They do have their own bloatware a lot of times. A lot of things they like to add to One UI, but the bloatware they have on this one is basically, added apps, through Cricket, because, of course, you're getting this phone at a discounted price. So when when you're going to get it at a discounted price, there's going to be some bloatware as far as advertising. So you're going to see that, they're going to have some games on here, whether you play them or not. I don't know. They got Bubble Shooter, Toon Blast, Candy Crush. I know that's a popular game. People like to play it. I'm not really a fan. Um, Mahjong, Solitaire, So, you can just remove those. I'm going to leave them for now. But like I said, you can remove those if it's an eyesore or whatever. But to be honest with you, the screen is just awesome. This is a great, great screen. It's a dynamic AMOLED. It's 120 refresh rate. It's got the little, punch hole here, 12 megapixel front-facing camera. Then you got a 50 megapixel and a 48, I believe, also over here. So, and I also believe you have a 10 megapixel telephoto. So, I'm going to be interested to see how the telephoto works, just because I know the S21 FE actually had a really good telephoto lens. Of course, it's not going to be as good as the Ultra, but I think it's going to be solid. So, we'll see. But anyways, like I said, the screen is beautiful. Of course, you can get rid of, all these, little apps that you don't like. This gives you an, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Well, it's a beast, man. I think the newer version now, I think they're coming out with the, let's say the Z Flip 7 has the Exynos chip. Me, I always prefer Snapdragon over Exynos all day long. So I believe that, I think, this chip with 8 Gen 3, man, that's just going to be, that's speed that you can't even, I don't even think you need that much speed, honestly. And so I don't think I have any issues. So let's just go put up some of these games. And of course, I'm going to have to, when you first get them, you have to agree to all this stuff. And anyway, so I don't even know how to play this. So new game here. I don't know how to play this game. Don't even know what this game is. All right, settings, close. Okay, all right. I don't like it. Don't know how to play it. All right, let's go something else. A bubble shooter. All right, so what am I doing here? Play. Ready to go. So I just have to, okay. I see what's going on here. That's pretty cool. All right. All right, you guys kind of get it right here, right? So, all right. I'm not going to flex, man. I'm not really good at these games here. So, anyways, let's see what it is. Photoscapes. What kind of app is that? I'm not sure. Everyday lifestyle. Start exploring. All right. So, all right. Definitely going to be deleting this one. All right. So now that doesn't work. Okay, that's cool. Gonna go ahead and delete that one real quick. Uninstall. Bye bye. Say bye to that. Monopoly Go. All right. So like I said, a lot of bloatware here. But don't let that discourage you, man. This is still a beast of a phone. Like I said, this phone's what, 1 year old. The S25's out. But like I said, Samsung doesn't do these crazy upgrades from year to year. A lot of times sometimes they actually downgrade. So, all right, let's go ahead and agree to this. My age, what does it matter? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my age at 93. All right, play with friends. All right, let's go. All right, guys. I don't really have time for that. So, anyways, like I said, I don't think you guys have any issues playing games on this phone. But I think just the form factor is really, really nice. Like I said, comparing it to the iPhone right here, I think you're looking at two beautiful devices. I'm really, really impressed with the iPhone 16e. I wanted to make fun of this phone. I really wanted to hate this phone, but actually I love it, man. I love it. I think my wife actually likes it. She's using the 16 Pro, so she really likes this phone too. She's like, wow, this phone is super cool. Even though it's just one camera, it doesn't matter. It's still a great phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a picture here. All right, let's just take a picture here and see how the camera works here. Oh, that looks really, really nice, man. Look at that. You guys can see in the viewfinder, right? How'd that come out? That came out beautiful, man. Really, really nice. Look at the detail. Look at this. That's pretty good. I mean, look at that. This is like a really good Good camera, man. I'm gonna take it on this one too. Let's see how that one comes out with the iPhone here. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is gonna be a nice one as well. So here you got two different styles, and you guys tell me which one you like better. I think this one's got a little bit more blur here, so I think this one's a little bit more out of focus. I think the focus is better on this one. You guys can see that, right? So the iPhone just like quick, just a quick shoot was just really good. Snap and shoot. I'm gonna do it again here. I'm gonna try to get the perfect picture here. All right, see how that comes out. And the iPhone is still better. iPhone is still better. And this one has 50 megapixel sensor. So, and the iPhone still looks really good, man. Really good. Like I said, there's something about Apple, Apple and Google for me, like as far as photography is just like, they're just top notch. Now, video, I think, is where the video is going to be better, believe it or not, on the Samsung than it will be on the iPhone. But, to take video, something would have to be moving. But let me go ahead and do something here. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try a little selfie video here. And so let me go ahead and put them both side by side right in front of me, and let me know, what you guys think, which one, does the better video. So give me 1 second here. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, so you see me here. I'm here wearing my Bronco hat, and football season's coming up, so I think the Broncos are going to win the AFC West. What do you guys think? Let me know, and let me know which one of these videos are better. All right, guys, so here we go. Let me know. Let me go ahead and put the volume up here. And I'm here wearing my Bronco hat. It's football season's coming up, so I think the Broncos are going to win the AFC West. What do you guys think? Let me know, and let me know which one of these videos are better. All right, guys, season's coming up, so I think the Broncos are going to win the AFC West. What do you guys think? Let me know, and let me know which one of these videos are better. You see me here? I'm here wearing. Honestly, I'm going to tell you, I think the Samsung's better on the video, especially on the selfie video. It's a 12 megapixel front-facing camera, but for some reason, I feel like it's got more true to life and more true to tone, and it just feels like it's just more natural for some reason. Now, with the iPhone, don't get me wrong, it's still great. I mean, iPhone's cameras have always been, consistent. And you can tell that this is shot on iPhone. You could just tell that this was shot on iPhone. But as you can see, I think both of these phones are great. That's for the selfie camera. As far as the regular, video, I would say that I think the Samsung would also probably be slightly better. And also, when you're looking through the viewfinder, the screen is just way better on the Samsung. So maybe that in itself is just going to make the experience just a little bit better, because this screen is just amazing, guys. So, like I said, this is just my first impressions. I think this phone's going to be awesome. I love the form factor, and it's just beautiful, man. It's great, and it's lightweight. And one of the reasons that I like my S21 FE is because it's really lightweight. So, I think with this one, I think I'm going to enjoy it. And also, guys, like I said, this phone really surprised me, man. I really like this phone. I use it with a case. And like I said, always get a case on your phone. And I got a case coming for this one in a couple of days, or tomorrow maybe. And I will do my updated review, in my next video, just to let you guys know. I think if you guys are interested in a Samsung S24 brand new, straight out the box, you don't want to spend $1,000, $500, $600, $700. Don't buy. You can buy a used one right now, probably. Even a used one I've seen on Amazon, they're going for like $300-400. You get a brand new one for Cricket, and you're good to go, guys. So, until next time, man. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and don't forget to subscribe down below. Until next time, see you soon.